Hello everybody, Seabricks here today with yet another LEGO Star Wars video. Today I'm taking a look at set number 75002, the ATRT, otherwise known as the original 501st Trooper set. The set does include 3 minifigs, comes with 222 pieces, is recommended for ages 3 and up, and retailed for $20 US. Adjusted for inflation, I believe that's around $26. If you're watching this in August of 2022, then you will know that they have just released a new 501st Trooper set that is, quite frankly, pretty much alike with this one. They both include a blue ATRT and 501st Troopers, which I think is cool, but unfortunately, where I am in the United States, it has not released in retail stores yet, and to me, it's feeling like it may never. So I figured since I can't get a hold of the new one, and I can't do a review of the new one, which I'd like to, I figured I'd just do a review of the old one. Knock it out of the park, and yeah. I thought I'd mention that this is the first LEGO set I got when my LEGO store opened, so it's kind of memorable to me, you know, kind of nostalgic. I think that might have a little bit of an impact on this review, but I just thought I'd mention that. I mean, this set does mean a lot to me. It was the first one I got, and arguably one of the first things that got me back into LEGO as a little kid. First off, I want to say I think that this thing is clean. Like, I love the look of this. I think that the front is smooth and has great texture to it. It's really rounded out. And this was before the time of spring-loaded shooters and stud shooters, so there are none of those on this, which I really think helps in the factor of looking great. You can tell, unlike in the new one, there are no stud shooters or anything on the cannon, which I love. I think that really adds to the look, and for me, when I was little, that added to the playability. Something that really worked for the set is the blue Technic pieces used here. Normally, a lot of people complain about those on other sets, but it works really well since the overall color here is blue and light gray. This is a sticker right here, the 501st sort of logo, sign, letter, reading, as well as on this side you can see my stickers have aged a little bit and are starting to peel back, which is unfortunate. And then these two are also stickers. They are a little off center. My little hands couldn't really put stickers on very well when I was younger, but this was the best I could get. I think it looks too terrible, but you know, it's not the best, but I think that overall the design of this looks really nice. There are these big awkward antenna pieces which can be knocked off pretty easily, but you know, not too terrible. I think that it looks pretty nice. It looks pretty accurate for the most time if it's not laying on the ground, but I just remember when I played with this, I'd knock it off all the time, but I think that it looks good. It's accurate. It's not as good as the new one, but yeah, it looks pretty good. There is a nice little spot where you can sit down your 501st Trooper. You can make him grab the handlebars, and there is a little spot for his weapon right here, and this a little Technic hole. You can stick it in nice and snug. Though the one problem I have with this set that I know that the future one doesn't have from watching other reviews and seeing official images is if you try to take him off, I mean, that handlebar comes off like 9 out of 10 times. Like, it's on a blue moon, no pun intended, it won't fall off. But yeah, that's just something that's really frustrating to me. I'm sure it was frustrating to kids trying to play with this thing. I mean, it's just, oh, it's so unfortunate that that is just such a big problem with this set. I mean, I'm happy that they fixed it on the new one. And like I said, I'm excited to get the new one if I ever can. Moving on down to the legs of the thing, the legs look really good. I like the blue sort of cylinder pieces they use here to show like where the joints would move, along with right here. I think that that looks very nice. I think that the toes of the thing are built up nice. They can be angled up and down. I would recommend leaving them down. I think the feet are also built up pretty well. It's pretty stable. It's a little, it's like a little top heavy. Nah, not really. But yeah, I think it's built up really nice. The legs are pretty strong. They're not going anywhere. They're not gonna fly off in mid-play. And they can be articulated all the way back, like all the way back and all the way forward. Though the question with every single walking vehicle in Star Wars is, can you get it to look like it's walking? And with this one, I mean, that's pretty much it. Any further? Oh, I guess you can get it like that. But yeah, this is really pushing it. This is pretty lucky I got it like this, not gonna lie. But you can see, like, any further back, the whole thing falls over, which is unfortunate. I still think LEGO has trouble with that, but that's not a big deal to me. I don't personally try to make this thing walk. I remember even when I played with it as a kid, I didn't try to make it walk. Now, I just leave it on a shelf anyway, so, you know, not much to say on the regards of making the thing walk. Here's just a look at me giving you a 360-degree look of the set. Nothing really too special or important that needs to be pointed out. I just thought, you know, a little 360 never hurt anyone. Setting the ATRT aside, you actually get this nice little build of a Droidicus, I believe, sniper? I think this is in the actual arc that this set is based off of in the Clone Wars. I don't know, it doesn't really look the best to me. I think it is a nice little inclusion, though. A lot of people give this guy hate, and I think that if you're building the droid army, you're actually going to like having one or two of these guys. I mean, if you bought more of the ATRTs, that's always nice. I don't really hate this guy. I think that another just regular Droidica would have been preferred by a lot of people, but I think that, you know, if they're going to throw it in a set, they should throw it in a $20 set. I think that it's not a bad build. It doesn't look the most accurate. I think that if you push it forward, it does look a little better, but it also doesn't really have the function where it can roll up in a ball and roll around. You're gonna knock this thing off, which is you know, unfortunate, but I think that it is a nice little build. I think that some people are going to enjoy it, especially if they are building a battle droid army, and I don't really have any major problems. Though I gotta say, I would trade it for a bark speeder any day. So yeah, I think that is definitely a big improvement with the new one. Moving on into the minifigs, you do get a Clone Wars style Yoda in this set, which I think is awesome to see in a $20 Lego set. I think the Clone Wars style Yoda is pretty good, pretty iconic, especially with that Yoda Chronicles show they made. I never really watched any of those, but I know that this was a pretty recurring design for Yoda. I think that it's nice. I think that the eyes are not too big on this one. I think that the Clone Wars style really does work for this minifig. After time, though, that head totally loses all of its strength. I mean, you could see it took literally nothing to really take that off, which is unfortunate. I mean, if you do move it side to side over time, it's gonna wear off, but that is pretty much the same with any rubber head. I like that they were able to include some hair on the side. You can see the detail of a hood on his back torso, and then a little bit of detailing on the front of his torso. Nothing too old or new or different from the other Yodas, and then of course he does come with his green lightsaber. Next up, this is a Commando droid commander. Nothing really too different about him from any other Commando droid except for that little detailing on his face with that white. I think it looks nice. I think it's a good addition again to anyone's droid army. I think a regular Commando droid really would have been nothing wrong with that. You can see he uses the sort of higher droid legs, which is cool. I think that they use for the super battle droids. I think it looks nice. And then he does have a little red dot on the center of his torso right there, and then of course he does come with a medium black blaster rifle. Last but not least, this is the infamous 501st Clone Trooper. This minifig only appeared in 2 sets, being this one and the Z95 Hunter, so it makes sense to me that this one would become rare and exclusive and highly coveted in the future. 1, it's just a good minifig. I like all of the blue printing on it, and 2, the 501st is a pretty important Legion of Clone Trooper, especially in Revenge of the Sith, since they are the clones that march with Anakin into the Jedi Temple to execute Order 66. I think that these guys are iconic. I think that their minifigs look great. I'm excited to see or at least have the new minifigs in hand when the set finally reaches America. But yeah, this is a great minifig. If we pop off his helmet, you can see he has the Clone Wars style of clone face. Those guys, they're pretty creepy, but you know, most of the time I'm gonna just leave that helmet on anyway. But you know, I think that face is alright. He does come with a medium black blaster rifle, and I just gotta say, this is an iconic minifig forever. Even if the new ones come out, I love these guys. I love their blue arms especially, and their black hips. I think that they're just a great minifig, and I think that they will eternally be one of the most highly coveted Lego, possibly just Lego Star Wars minifigs ever, and I love these guys. Value-wise, I think that this is a banger set. For 20 bucks, you're getting this blue ATRT, which is a beautiful build. I love it. And then you do also get this Sniper Droidica build, which I think is nice. You also get a Yoda minifig and a 501st minifig, which are awesome. You can't really go wrong with this set. I think for a Christmas gift, a birthday gift, whatever, this would be a great set. Obviously, you can't buy it anymore for 20 bucks. If you can, I recommend you buy it, because that is ridiculous, and you should definitely take that offer. But yeah, I think that this is an insane set. I really love it, and I think that it's finally getting justice by getting a remake for Summer 20. I just hope I can get my hands on it. I will probably do a comparison of the two. I know other people already have, but I have a few different things that I would like to say about the two sets. I just want to conclude by saying that I think that, yeah, this is an incredible set. I'm going to give it a 9.8 8 out of 10. I mean, it's almost a 10. I think that there are still flaws with the handlebars. And I mean, some people could argue at the time that $20 price tag was pretty steep, but I don't know. I really think that it was perfect. I think $20 for this was the perfect value. I think the minifigs were great. The builds were great. There's just nothing really more to say about this set. So of course, if you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like on the video. Go subscribe. Check out some other LEGO Star Wars videos. Be sure you have notifications on so you never miss another LEGO Star Wars Seabricks video. Go follow me on Instagram at Seabricks_collection. I believe we just hit 200 followers a few hours ago, so that's awesome. Thank you guys so much for that. And if you want to follow me on LEGO Life, that is Worst Fairy Puddle. Again, don't pick the names, randomly generated. I'm gonna say that forever because that name is a very interesting one. But as always, stay happy, stay healthy, and stay safe. Yeah, and as always, peace!